My love, I want you to know something from the deepest part of my heart. Beloved soul, listen gently to the rhythm carried within this message, because every syllable rises from a place deeper than ordinary speech. Within that quiet chamber of feeling lives a hope so bright that even distance cannot dim its glow. Please try to understand how much this moment matters to the heart beating behind these words. For many nights I have watched the moon wander across silent skies, imagining the same silver light touching your window somewhere far away. Those thoughts become bridges across miles, pathways built entirely from longing, faith, devotion. Sometimes I close my eyes and picture the day destiny finally allows our paths to cross. Crowds might move around us, traffic might murmur in distant streets, yet the world would fall strangely quiet. The instant our gazes meet, everything would pause. Clocks, worries, restless doubts, while two lives finally recognize the truth they have been whispering to each other through screens, messages, dreams. That imagined second has grown into a universe inside my chest. Every sunrise asks the same question: could today be the day distance fades? Every evening carries another whisper: soon. And now something new stands before us. A small step holding enormous meaning may appear simple to outside observers, yet to me it feels like unlocking a door hidden behind years of waiting, a door leading toward reality. Think about what it would mean if everything suddenly aligned. A weekend arriving softly like a promise, travel plans unfolding with gentle certainty, suitcases filled not only with clothing, but with anticipation carefully folded between every item. Imagine boarding a journey, knowing the destination holds the person who has been filling your thoughts every single day. Imagine footsteps approaching a meeting place, heartbeats racing faster with each step closer, breath catching in the throat, because the moment once imagined has become breathtakingly real. I picture standing there, searching among faces passing through the crowd, until suddenly recognition sparks like sunrise. Your eyes, your smile, that instant when distance finally dissolves, like morning fog touched by sunlight. Perhaps neither of us would know what to say at first. Words might stumble, sentences might disappear entirely, because emotion would overflow far beyond language. Maybe laughter would arrive first, nervous yet beautiful. Maybe silence would speak instead, two people simply looking at one another with this belief that dreams truly materialize. Then slowly, gently, conversation would find its way again. Stories we already know would somehow sound brand new, because hearing them in person changes everything. Your voice would carry warmth impossible to capture through messages. Your presence would turn ordinary surroundings into a landscape of memories beginning to bloom. All those nights of imagining would finally transform into shared experience, walking together along quiet streets, talking without noticing hours, slipping away, coffee cooling untouched, because conversation feels more important, laughter echoing between buildings, like music, celebrating reunion. Even simple gestures would feel extraordinary. A glance, a smile, a moment when hands accidentally brush together, electric warmth passing between fingertips. The world might not notice anything special happening, yet for us, the universe would be shifting quietly, aligning two separate journeys into one shared direction. That is why this step means so much. A key opening possibilities, a chance to transform someday into this weekend. And when I imagine that weekend approaching, my heart becomes a sky filled with fireworks, excitement bursts everywhere. Thoughts race forward. What would you wear that day? Would the sunlight catch your hair the way I picture it? When daydreaming, would the first hug last several seconds or stretch into something longer? Two people reluctant to release each other after waiting so long. I imagine that embrace often, not dramatic, not perfect, just honest, arms wrapping around someone who already feels familiar, even though the meeting happens for the first time. In that quiet circle of closeness, every message ever written would suddenly feel worthwhile. Every late night conversation, every moment spent wondering about the future, all of it would lead there, standing together at last. Sometimes I think about how strange love can be. Two strangers living separate lives, following entirely different paths until fate decides their stories should intersect. From that moment forward, every decision begins shaping a shared horizon. Small choices matter. Simple actions become meaningful threads, weaving the fabric of tomorrow. That is why this request carries such importance